I'm talking to you from Boynton Beach Community High School. This is in Boynton Beach, Florida, which is about 11 miles south of West Palm Beach and about a half an hour north of Fort Lauderdale. We are in sunny and very hot South Florida. I'm originally from New Jersey, so when I moved down here to teach in South Florida, it was a bit of a shock, but I've become a Floridian and I've embraced the heat and the tropics, and I absolutely love it here. I also love my school a lot. It's a Title I school, and our students come to us with a lot of baggage. A lot of them come below grade level in reading and math, and definitely not proficient in science. And I've worked very hard to make sure that I give my students a lot of really meaningful inquiry-based instruction, but I'm really hoping that this course can help me to do that in an even more meaningful and effective way. If it's okay with you, I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour of my school so you can see some of the things that we've done and some of the things that I'm hoping to do, which will give you a little bit of a window into the goals that I have for the course and what I'm hoping to accomplish. And I can't wait to meet you all. So when I first saw this courtyard 7 years ago, I thought that teachers must always be taking students outside for class. With this kind of beautiful environment, how could you not? Sadly, that really wasn't the case until a couple of years ago when we really started increasing teachers taking students outside for class as part of our green program. I started that program 2 years ago, and I'm proud to say that we've received the highest level of Green School recognition 2 years in a row, which is Green School of Excellence. And we've started a lot of projects that are really close to my heart and have gotten students involved in ways that I never really thought they could be. And I'd like to show you a few of the projects that we have going on. So come take a look. So this is our Education Rocks Bali garden that my students in the garden program and I worked on this past year. It's in honor of a program that was started at our school called Education Rocks, where students at our school sponsor students that are in Bali because they have to pay to go to school. So each of our students that is a sponsor raises the money throughout the year that that student needs to go to school. In addition to that, they get to know each other by sending letters back and forth, sending little gifts back and forth, and we actually started this year for the first time, students actually going to Bali to meet the student that they've sponsored. It's a really incredible program. It's very empowering for kids, especially from low-income households, to feel like that they can make a difference in the world. So we made this garden in honor of them. And one of the centerpieces of the garden is this mosaic tiger, which is actually a gift from the children in Bali. They actually made it and sent it over. It took about 3 months to ship over here. They actually made it, we installed it, and then we built this garden around it. Behind me you'll see our Early Childhood Academy butterfly garden. This was a project that the garden classes undertook this year as part of their pollinator preservation project. They developed the pollinator preservation project after researching pollinators and being very upset at the decline in those populations. So they wanted to do something that actually had a direct impact on local pollinator populations and also educated the public. So the students actually designed the entire garden. They chose the plants after doing research on host and nectar plants, and they also got together with the mural club and the digital design class to put together the banner and the mural that's behind me as well. They did the early childhood theme because that academy has been a staple at our school for a really long time, and they also wanted to create a space where people could rediscover their inner childhood. So let's take a look. Please don't mind the weeds. It's been about a month of students not maintaining the garden, so we do have some weed growth in the path, but we'll take care of that as soon as the students get back. I was starting to give you a video tour of my school, and I happened to see some of the wildlife hanging out on our campus. One of the interesting things about our school is that it is directly adjacent to a lake which lies right on the other side of this fence here. Not interesting enough on its own, except that it happens to be a haven for our local iguana population. They're an invasive species and considered to be pests by a lot of people in this area. However, being a girl from New Jersey, I find them to be pretty cool. If you go in a little closer, you'll see one of these guys hanging out on our school campus, actually a couple of them. And they find themselves on our campus pretty frequently. There's a couple of them fighting in the background there. Especially during the summertime, they tend to take over the campus quite a lot, and a couple of them have actually made some of our gardens their home. We have iguanas of a lot of different age groups, so they seem to be thriving in this location right now. Let's see, I don't know if you can see on the other side of that fence, there's actually about 6 or 8 of them that are walking around. Different age groups, different sexes. So this actually opens up a lot of opportunity for our students to actually conduct some real ecological research that actually has some implications for our local community. So I really hope to be engaging in some of that this upcoming year and learning a lot in our course about the best ways to go about doing that. This guy here is a staple at our school. I see him almost every day, and he's usually just hanging out on the other side of the fence. I think he's too big to get through any of the holes that the other iguanas get through. Hey Fred! How you doing, Fred? I named him Fred after our principal. Don't tell him I said that though. So we're in my classroom now, which is a place that I, and I'm sure most teachers, spend way more than 40 hours a week grading papers, planning lessons, and things like that. This is my teacher's nook. You'll see that I have pictures of my family, of things that I did when I was in college, of traveling experiences, of current students and field trips we've taken or things that we've done together. And one of the reasons for that is not just to make it a very personal space for me, but also to show my kids some of the things that I've done, to let them know a little bit about me personally. It really helps to connect with the students when they see you as a real person and not just as a teacher. I want to show you a little bit of some of the things that I have here. One of the things I'm really proud of is our golden shovel that we won last year. Our gardening class applied for and won a golden shovel for best use of produce due to our partnership with our culinary academy. When we harvest our fruits and vegetables, we give most of them to our culinary academy, who prepares them into a lot of different healthy dishes. We've also partnered with them to teach the culinary students about how herbs are grown and about organic farming, and also my gardening students were able to go in with our chef and actually learn how to prepare some of the foods that they've grown. We've also gotten some nice news coverage over the past couple of years. We started last year our Earth Day event. It's a festival where we invite families in the community to come and do a lot of really cool activities that teach them about the earth and about being green. This year also, they covered our butterfly garden opening. We had several different articles that came out about that, which was pretty cool. And another thing I'm really excited about, I have the perfect mug for a gardening teacher. The past couple of years, we've been able to take our garden students to Disney for a day to experience the Flower and Garden Festival there, which is really, really incredible. So when I was there this year, I happened to pick up this awesome gardening mug. So I've been kind of strategic about the pictures that I put up here to send a certain message to my kids. And they actually ask a lot about the pictures, you'd be surprised. So I put pictures up of my family to kind of show them that that's a really important part of who I am. I also make sure that I put up graduation pictures so they can see how important your education is. And then also some of the really cool places I've gone, I made sure that I put those up there. In college, I was able to travel a lot. I studied abroad to Australia and to London. And I also had the opportunity to go to Egypt. So I make sure to put all those pictures up there to get kids thinking about all the possibilities that they have in life. And then of course I have all of my pictures with my students in the various clubs that I've done. This is actually prom last year with my gardening students. I wanted a picture of them not covered in dirt, so I have that up here to celebrate that. And then also this year we actually started a running group, and we've done a bunch of 5Ks together, so I made sure to commemorate that up here too. So I'm here at one of my favorite places in the whole world, and one of the reasons that I really love South Florida, which is the beach. Here at our beach, you'll see we have a lot of sea grape vegetation and a lot of really cool ecological features, including sea turtles. only about a 5-minute drive from the beach, but you'd be surprised to learn that most of the students have only been to the beach once or twice, if at all. So one of the things that I'd like to do, and I'm hoping that the inquiry course can help me do, is this year get students out to the beach doing real ecological research that will stretch their minds and show them what real science is all about.
So now I'm actually here in Costa Rica. I'm at La Selva Biological Station, which is run by the Organization for Tropical Studies.